Love. It's been a part of cinema for forever. I'm pretty sure I can go back to some of the first movies ever made, and at least one of them is going to be a love movie. And it makes sense because to some degree, love makes the world go round. So, suffice it to say, there's a lot of love stories or love stories, in my opinion. And the reason why I say it in quotes is because I think there's a lot of stories that involve the idea of romance or love, but they're not really love stories. Because it's always like some guy who's like a reformed fuckboy, and some girl who's not like completely shallow, and maybe she just needs some help. And they're just gonna get together and hook up because they're both pretty attractive. And that's kind of it. And I'm kind of sick of these love stories. And there's one I saw that was like that recently. I'm gonna get back to it. Now, there's a lot of things that can make or break a romance movie. Like a lot of films, the cast, the plot, and all the things alike. But for me, the thing that really affects a love story is the messaging. Some of my favorite love movies, I think, hit on one thing, which is being there for each other no matter what, supporting each other in a way that no one else can. You may not have the most in common, you may not like the same things, but there's a certain amount of just being there and comforting the person in a way that no one else can. Girls Like Girls is like a perfect example. We see Coley be there for Sonya in a way that no one else has before. And while there is also an aspect of individualism, we see with Coley where she's able to find happiness and be happy without a partner, which I do love. I also like the fact that they still love each other because they did something for each other that no one else was able to do. I feel that's real love. They might not have the most in common, but you see that there are differences in who they are. Coley's a girl next door kind of type, and Sonya is a like mean girl, pretty girl kind of thing. So there are different types of people. It's not like they fell in love with each other because they were running the same circles, but there is an aspect of like being there for each other. Eternity, exact same way. We see Miles Teller's character be able to be there for his wife, raise her kids, and comfort her, console her in a way that the other guy didn't. To be fair, the other guy died when he's like really young, but like still, there's an aspect of I love you and I'll grow into the person that you need me to be, and I'll be there for you till the day we part. And I love it when romance movies do that. Now, circling back to why I made this video, yesterday I saw a movie called Voicemails for Isabella. It's on Netflix. And first off, before I go any further, the pros, it looks amazing. I haven't seen Netflix movies in a long time. And if this is the new status for your average Netflix movie, then I'm in. It looks great. Cinematography, awesome. Comedy, honestly, not sold. It's a lot of dumb millennial humor, unless we're talking about the scenes with Nick Offerman. He's spectacular as a comedy lead, side character in this film. And the two leads as a rom com duo, they're pretty good. I love them. Chemistry is great. But other than that, I just didn't like the resolution in the film. The end of the second act, beginning of the third act, around there. And it's a quintessential, I figured out you've been lying to me, and his entire relationship is built under false pretenses kind of scene. And they're going to break up. And she drops this really amazing line, which is, I don't see why you don't get it. I didn't want a man. I don't need a man. I wanted my sister back. And it's gut wrenching to me because the entire point of her relationship with him was the fact that he was fulfilling the role of the sister. He was being her confidant, being the person that she's going to walk home to or come home to every night, every evening, and going to be there for her and support her through the trials and tribulations of life. And I love that scene. It's amazing. And to be honest, it was so good. And I saw where the writer was going with it to the point where I feel like at the end of the movie, it still would have been a very good romance movie if they didn't get back together because she didn't need a man. She wanted someone that's going to support her. Now, to be fair, he did genuinely support her. It's just that he had extra information because of the voicemails and whatever, which is fine. But let's say that he was just doing it under false pretenses and didn't actually care about her that much, and he was kind of just trying to get her in her life, which a lot of like 2000s romance movies would have done. I wouldn't have been mad if they didn't get together because it's like, yeah, dude, you didn't actually care. You wanted a boner, and then you kind of got in her life in an unethical way. Now, the way that he's depicted, it is depicted as he does care. It's just that he had extra information. So I don't mind them getting back together. But I think it's a great line. I think it would have made it for a really great and pertinent romance movie and really potent too. if they didn't get back together. I would have loved that if they didn't. And I feel like that's what should be shared and messaged through different love movies, where or if the person is there under false pretenses or doesn't really care about you or really gonna be there for you in a real genuine way, it's fine to drop that person. And that would have been so much cooler for a romance movie, in my opinion. But I just wanted to share that, because a lot of romance movies I don't really like. So
Okay, so yes, I do believe in love at first sight, but I also believe that you would love absolutely anybody if you knew their story. I also believe that the modern notion of romantic love is seriously misguided, and it creates a lot of problems in our modern world.